Right then, it's the big game. By the way, the 2 games in 3 days in the gap, won 2-0, drew 1-1, both away games. I'm happy with that. We're going with as strong a side as I can. So we're going with Bojan, Kubler, Racic, Kirkes, Terzic, with Jovicic, Nikolic and Grujic in midfield, Adzic and Radonjic supporting Bochi. Everyone has been rested for those last 2 games. So those 2 games were played by all these other guys, all of the reserve players. So we're actually fully rested. So we've got our top scorers, our top assist makers, our top performers are all on the pitch now. Jovicic has taken his place back from Mitchell Donald. I think Jovicic, he just, whenever he plays there, he just plays really well. He does his job really well. He closes down, he wins the ball back, and that's what we weren't doing in the last game. So we need to be able to do that. Let's do this. We've got an away goal. A 1-0 win sees us go through. We need to defend a bit better, and we need to finish our chances. And we need to not pass into the shins of other players. But Jovicic, he's there. He's doing his job. He's closing players down. Laic is finding space again. We need to make sure he doesn't. Early exchanges go in their favour. I think we're going to struggle to keep possession with these guys, I think. So we may change up how we play a little bit. Right, Racic picks it up. It's Kirkes. Grujic turns into Radonjic. Nice quick flowing move. He's done well. Bochi. Radonjic just tackled him. What? Right, Nikolic. Adzic nods it down. Bochi. He's hit the bar. What was that I said last week? I wish there was a stat you could see for how many times a player has hit the bar, because Bochi hits the woodwork so often. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick little change here. We're not gonna retain possession. We're just gonna go more direct, and that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna get the ball. And we're gonna look to hit the front men. Nikolic fires in. Grujic just wide of the post. Unlucky. Adzic swings it in. Bochi nods it down. Grujic, Jovicic lays it off to Nikolic. Gets a yard. Saved by Sirigu. Opening part of the game. We seem to be taking the game to them. Jovicic to Kirkes. Grujic chips it in. Radonjic. He loses the ball so often, Radonjic. For a guy that is really good at dribbling, he just loses the ball so often. Kirkes. To Grujic. To Nikolic. To Bochi. Adzic. Oh, it was a lovely move. It was a great save as well. Kubel's there. Adzic. Nikolic. To Grujic. I might actually change Adzic to a winger. Just so he runs at people and tries to get a cross in. Bochi. Why? Why did you pass it to a centre-back? Adzic. He's done well. Bochi again. Passes it straight into a centre-back again. Adzic. Grujic. Radonjic. Adzic! It's straight at the keeper. It's straight at the keeper. We are actually going to change Adzic to a winger on attack. That's all we're going to do. Nikolic. Have a shot. Deflected around. Grujic! It's a goal kick. Came off our man. Jovicic finds Kubler. Plays it down outside. Adzic. Good cross. Bochi! Over the bar. Oh, dear. Okay, that's a great tackle from Kirkes, but now he's out of position. Oh, no. Niang cuts inside. Laic is there. Oh, no. We've got to score 3 goals. We've got to score 3 goals. And we can't hit the target. Kirkes nods it down. Right. The change is going to happen. We're going attacking. We're exploiting the flanks. We're going to get stuck in. Push higher. There we go. We've just got to go for it now. Just got to go for it. Oh, devastated. We have got so much further than I expected. No one expected us to get to the group stages, let alone to the knockout stages. We made it to the last 16. It's just going to be gutting. There we go. Laic is through again. Why is no one marking him? That's it. We're out of the cup, boys. We're out of Europe. Gutted. Gutted. Radonjic Honestly, Radonjic is useless. He has been in such poor form for about 4 months. He just loses the ball, doesn't finish his chances. I think it might be time for him to move on. Rakic has done really well there. Adzic, beat your man, Bochi. Grujic, Radonjic, squares it, Nikolic. We've got one back. We've got one back. That counter-attack. Clinical. Grujic through to Radonjic. Squares it. He doesn't screw up for once. Do we have a chance? Do we have any chance? We've got to score 3 more goals. I wouldn't put it past us. We've done it in the past, but time is running out now. Time is running out. Grujic. A great crossfield ball out to Bochi. It's wasted. And we're on the back foot now. Laic running away. Boys there. There's an overload. Niang's free. Off target. Bochi to Grujic. It's just a bit of a wasted ball, isn't it? I'm going to pass into space. Get people running onto it. Boys there. Why haven't you closed him down? Why did you let him have it and shoot, Kirkez? There we go, it's 3. Yeah, we're out now. Show some passion, boys. Let's at least get a goal. Let's get another goal. Let's at least make this leg a competition. I'll pull it back to a draw, this leg. Bochi's in behind. Stuperovic misses an absolute sitter. Oh yeah, I'm not disappointed. I didn't think we were going to get past them anyway. It's just a bit... The disappointment is that we've had 4 clear-cut chances and 5 half chances, and we've only put 1 of them away. It's almost easier to handle if your players are... He should have scored another. It's almost easier to handle if you just get outclassed and you don't create anything. When you create 4 clear-cut chances and you've only put 1 of them away, it's a bit gutting, that. If we'd have converted those 4 chances, we'd be winning. We'd go out on away goals, but we'd be winning the game. Indicates good tactic, but bad individual quality. Yeah, we're just missing that kind of that bit of quality. We've got a really good striker. We've got a really good winger. Radonjic is too inconsistent. He needs replacing. Maybe the future is having Bochi out on that left-hand side. Maybe playing Bochi, Stuperovic and Adzic up front is the answer. Grujic and Nikolic are really good. Do we need a more all-action defensive midfielder? Defence, though. Defence is where we need to strengthen. We need better defenders. Right then. It's final game day of the preliminary phase. We've had a great run of form since the Torino game. Beat Sudalika 1-0. Even though we went down to 10 men. It was in the 89th minute, though. Beat match for Sabac 4-0. We went through the Serbian Cup quarter-final. We then beat Temnic 3-1. And the final Superliga preliminary phase game is against Partizan. Pretty good way to end it. We're at home. We are 12 points clear of them as things stand. We could, in theory, end with a 15-point gap going into the secondary phase, the second phase of the league. But obviously that points gap gets cut in half. Zlicic, Bochi, Nikolic and Rodic, who's just coming back from his broken leg, are all out. Bajinovic has got a cut leg, so he's on the bench. So that leaves Bojan in goal, with Kubler, Rakic, Kirkez and Terzic making up the back 4. Jovicic, Donald and Grujic in midfield, with Adzic, Radonjic and Stuperovic up front. Stuperovic has been stupendous. 18 goals in 25 starts, 13 and 18 in the league. Playing really well. Got 4 in 4 starts in the Europa League as well. He's progressing all the time. Fantastic player. He did cost us £1 million, but I think he's well worth that £1 million. Right, we kick off, shooting left to right. In the last game, Grujic scored 2 absolute screamers from 20-plus yards. We need a similar performance today. And Adzic just gifting the ball back isn't ideal. And Jovanovic finds himself in acres of space. Right, Radonjic lays it off to Grujic. Donald's there. Lays it off to Stuperovic. Jovicic is there. Hopeful shot. We obviously want to win this game, and fairly handily. When it comes down to it, though, a draw wouldn't be the worst result. We'd keep our 12-point gap. We'd have a 6-point gap between us and them in the secondary phase. Arsenio finds himself in acres of space. Djurkovic. Suma. Grujic does well. Can we get the quick break? Adzic. 3-on-4. Stuperovic pulled wide. Stinked over. Radonjic nods it back. Grujic is there. On the volley. Puts it in the bottom corner. I said that really bizarrely. Grujic finishes it in the bottom corner. A lovely sweeping counter-attack. Beautiful stuff. That's the start that we wanted. 12 minutes in. 1-0 up. Radonjic did really well to win that header, actually. Grujic, with the volleyed left foot finish, perfectly controlled. Safe to say that it's a sellout today. Everton Luiz. Right, someone needs to stick to Jovanovic and be at least challenging for those quick balls up to him. Donald does really well, though. Stuperovic is in. Plays in Radonjic. Can Radonjic finish? Radonjic finishes and makes it 2-0. 2 goals in 2 minutes. We're putting him to the sword here. What a finish from Radonjic. He's been in poor form. I was going to say he's been a little bit lighter form. No, he's been poor. He's been in poor form for a few months now. We had a bit of a quiet chat with him, and since then, he's pulled his finger out a bit. He's playing a lot better. Rakic wins the header. Suma picks it up though. Tawamba. Donald steps in again. Donald's having a cracking game in midfield. Adzic is in behind. Can he shrug the man off? He can. Grujic is there. Grujic has made it 3-0 after 20 minutes. What a performance. 4 shots, 3 on target. They've all gone in. We are being just clinical in front of goal. Lethally clinical. Great cross. Grujic with a header. Second goal for Grujic. We need to get him back on loan next year. Grujic. Donald. Have a pot, mate. Big deflection. Offside, though. Right, concentrate, boys. Let's not let this slip. Suma. To Djurkovic. Arsenio. Jovanovic. He should have done better with that chance, really. Really should have done better with that chance. Defender corner. Nodded up by Jovicic, but there's no one there to close him down. Djurkovic with another ball in. Kubler hoofs it clear. And again, there's no one there. Put under pressure a little bit here. Tawamba. Arsenio. Straight into the hands of Bojan. Terzic to Grujic. Terzic again. Inside to Donald. Can he pick a pass? Stuperovic. He's done well. Adzic. Loses the ball. Okay. Kirkez. He's got plenty of time. Plenty of time. This is just... Alright. I just thought that was just going to scream FM cock up there. Kubler to Stuperovic. Nods it down to Grujic. Does really well. Terzic. Good cross. Radonjic, can he get it back across? Adzic to the far post. Adzic makes it 4-0 before half-time. 4-0. The eternal derby. We've had 5 shots on target. They've all got... Well, 4 of them have gone in, sorry. Not all of them have gone in. They're different numbers, Dan. 4 and 5. Adzic beats his man in the air. What a first-half performance this has been. We've only had 2 half chances and we're 4-0 up. Adzic. Out to Grujic. To Donald. No way. 5-0 in the first half. This has just been a ludicrously efficient performance. 5-0 before half-time. Where was his performance against Torino, boys? There's a part of me that wants to go, alright, well, what we'll do now is we'll sit with our 2 defensive midfielders and play on the counter. But while we're playing this good, controlling the game this well, Grujic, I mean, if you'd have scored from there, mate, I don't know, you'd get a key to the city. We are cruising here. 5-0 at half-time against Partizan. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. Rakic has been booked. I mean, everyone's played amazingly. Grujic has got 2 goals and an assist. Radonjic has got a goal and 2 assists. Stuperovic, he's not got himself a goal. He is now... Actually, no. Now he's going to be our penalty taker. If we get a penalty, he's going to take it. It'd be nice if all of our front 5, got a goal. Right, Everton Luiz. Jurkovic. Right, they're actually starting to really push forward now, their fullbacks and stuff. Boyan collects. We are going to switch to the counter tactic. Stuperovic holds it up nicely. Can't quite find the ball through, though. I'm just really wary of this. If we're playing on the counter and if we've got defensive fullbacks and everything, there's a man free in the centre. Rakic does really well, though. But the ball's just coming straight back. Kubler with a great tackle. Does well. Adzic breaking forward. Can you get a good ball in? You can. Stuperovic is there, straight into the hands of Stojkovic, though. I don't want to make any personnel changes. Although Grujic is starting to look a bit tired. Right, Adzic. Why is he out on the left? Jovicic. Kubler! Kubler scores! Our defensive right-back has just put one in at the near post. 6-0 at home against Partizan. 6-0. We've only had 12 shots. Wow, what a performance. What a performance. Just been outmanned. Rakic with a great challenge. Come on, boys. Let's not let him get a goal here. You can have that shot. We'll let you have that shot. When you look at the match stats, though, it's fairly even. That is not a 6-0 game. Donald nods it out. Well, I think we need to push out a little bit higher, actually. Jurlek, he's got one back. I didn't bring Stuperovic off. What an idiot. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Radonjic, big switch. It was a great tackle, to be fair. Great recovering challenge. As soon as we can. Oh, Bajinovic is... Oh, he's just got a cut leg. He's fine. Stuperovic, hopefully it's nothing too bad. Velicic comes on, though. 92 minutes. The game's over. You can see him celebrating in the crowd. Oh, I thought the game had crashed there. I thought the game had crashed. I would have been so mad. A 6-1 win. 6-1 against our closest rivals. That leaves us 15 points clear heading into the second phase. That'll mean we're either 7 or 8 points clear. The points totals get halved going into the second phase. What a performance that was. Phenomenal.